From physicals to sick visits, scraped knees to immunizations, Central District Health is healthcare that hits a home run. We offer primary care appointments for infants, kids, teens, and adults, often same day. Visit our website at cdh.idaho.gov to learn more.
All right, top of the fifth here in Boise. Hawks lead 3-2. Josh Elvier going to lead off for Grand Junction. But, folks, I have a special guest live from the Hawks dugout here for this inning. Jimmy Smyth joins me. Jimmy, thanks for coming on. How we doing?
Absolutely doing great, Matt. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Been waiting to have you on as Elvier takes strike one. So, Jimmy, you've been with this Hawks team all year long. You know, I want to talk about your first season professionally here with the Hawks. So just tell me, you know, we're winding down in this season. You know, when you think about the year, how have you enjoyed your first year here in Boise?
Oh, I love it. Boise's awesome. It's as far west as I've ever been in my life, so great scenery, great people. I love the area, and playing ball here, being my first year professionally, it's been a great experience so far. I love the guys I'm playing with. Great teammates, great staff here, very welcoming. No, I've just had a great time so far.
Wonderful to hear. 1-2 the count now on Elvier. And you mentioned your first time further out here west. You're a Midwest guy like myself. So how have you kind of adjusted to life here out west? Have you enjoyed, you know, the road trips? I know we've kind of talked about that throughout the year, but just talk about kind of the adjustment moving out here west in the U.S.
Oh, it's great. The road trips the scenery is unbelievable. Just driving to and from all the places we've been to. It's been a blast to, you know, capture everything and see it all. But being in Boise, you know, just being out west here, it's a lot slower in the area, in the city area, and, you know, it's just very relaxing. It's just it's a great area. You know, it's a fun place to be.
Elvier is going to double to left field to lead off this top of the fifth. Brings up Alex Nielsen now with nobody out. So talk a little bit about how you ended up here in Boise. I don't know if I've ever even asked you this personally. You've been here so long, but how have you kind of tell the story of how you ended up here as a Boise Hawk again with this team since day one?
So day one, I came here from St. Xavier University, out down in Chicago in NAIA. Shout out to Coach Edith Rouse out there. Talked to Skip, talked to Gary. Got a hold of each other and just connected that way, and, you know, got an opportunity to come here and prove myself and get the opportunity to come play. And the rest is history.
Nielsen lays down a bunt. Nice play from Lines to get out number one. Elvier moves up to third now with one down for Joe Johnson stepping to the plate. And Jimmy, talk a little bit about your role. You've been in kind of a few different roles this year. You started in the infield, and then suddenly one day you played outfield, and then on the roster, I don't know if you actually know this, on the roster you were actually switched from an infielder to a utility player. So I thought that was interesting. And now, you know, you're getting sparse playing time here and there, filling in when needed. You've pitched a few times even. So talk about how you kind of view your role here with the Hawks.
So my role here, you know, just coming to this park every day, doing whatever it takes to help the team win, you know, stepping into a role. Or any given day, I could play outfield. I could pinch run, pinch hit. You know, have these defensive substitutions. Just whatever it is, you know, to help the club win on any given day. You know, being a utility player, it's good to be versatile, being able to play anywhere, and yeah, just help the guys out.
Play is made at first by Gill for out number two. Popa now steps in. And, Jimmy, do you have the ability to play every position on the field? Or where is kind of where you feel most comfortable on the diamond?
I always felt comfortable more in the infield, but with more experience this year, I've been feeling great in the outfield. You know, I've been feeling acclimated out there. Probably most comfortable in center, but I could play any corner as well. You know, I want to say I played in 7 of the positions thus far this year, including pitcher.
Right.
Don't want to talk much about that. I had one all right, Downey, but one really tough one. But no, it's been great being able to play everywhere, you know.
Absolutely. And another kind of important role you've played for this team, you often come on late in games as a pinch runner, and it's not something that people talk about a lot. You know, you come in cold off the bench, typically in big situations where, you know, your run means a lot to the team. talk a little bit about that role specifically and how kind of the pressure on you in that role, if any.
Absolutely, yeah. You just got to stay ready. Coming off the bench, late game. Just being able to trust my instincts whenever I'm sent in whatever situation it is, and just be able to make baseball plays and reads, and just trust my speed, and hopefully that could help the team win.
Absolutely, 2-1 the count on Popa. So Jimmy, you're from the Chicago area. Tell me about your off-season plans. I know you're going to go home for a little bit, but otherwise, kind of what's on the agenda for you in the off-season?
First things first, I'll probably go see my family, visit my family. But, hope to finish out the season strong here first and foremost. Then just, training and getting ready for the next season.
Popa is going to rip a triple into right field. So the game now tied at 3. Elvier comes in to score as Colin Gordon steps to the plate. So, Jimmy, what would you say has kind of been your favorite part of this season for you? Your first time kind of in a long grind of a Pioneer League season. I know, with the season winding down, looking forward to getting a little bit of a break. But when you look back, what has kind of been your favorite part of this year?
Favorite part, I'd say showing up to the field every single day, with the people around me. It's much different from the college game, right? You only play a few times a week. But being here, fresh from the ball, the Pioneer League, you get to come to the ballpark every day and play ball for a job with your best friends. So I think that's my favorite part. It's been a blast.
Gordon is able to get one out of here just over the wall in left field. It sneaks out, and Grand Junction's going to take a 5-3 lead here in this top of the 5th.
Number 2, Sean Ross.
Brings up Sean Ross now, still 2 down here. So you wouldn't say the grind of the season has wore on you at all, Jimmy? You've kind of enjoyed coming to the ballpark every day. I know each guy kind of adjusts to it differently, but you say you've enjoyed the grind of this long season?
Absolutely. It's always a grind. Us college guys joke around and say we come back from a 56-game season, basically playing a whole MLB season. But, there's always going to be a grind. But it's, it's just got to have fun doing it, playing the game you love. So it's not much of a grind at the end of the day,
1-1 the count on Ross. Now, Jimmy, when I first saw your name on the roster and I met you for the first time, I did originally anticipate that you were a Chicago Cubs fan, so I thought we were going to have some beef there. But you are a White Sox fan, a Southsider. I've heard your nickname is Jimmy Southside. So talk about that a little bit. Just maybe how I know you Chicago people are really proud of where you're from always. So talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Being from Chicago, it's awesome. Very proud. It's from the south side of Chicago area. And, I always joke around and say I'm a Sox fan and whoever the Cubs are playing. So, Milwaukee Brewers, that's your team. I support them in a way, too, I guess.
Love to hear that. I would say the same thing about the White Sox as well. But, Jimmy, been a lot of fun this year. Best of luck the rest of the way, and enjoy back in Chicago. Maybe I'll see you sometime in the Midwest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me on, Matt. Keep up the good work up there.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining.
All right.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. Boise leads, or rather trails now, 5-3 after the Rockies score 3. We'll be right back.